Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Look, look.
So you want to understand more about Mudflood? That's good. That's real good. Alright, listen to this. So, this is what you will see when looking for a Mudflood building. Stairs that lead up to a front door, which is actually the second floor.
Here we have your pink Himalayan salt rabbit hole. First, let's talk about how this pretty pink salt contains the most radioactive chemicals.
All right, here are some foods that are banned in other countries that are just totally fine and legal and served at your local supermarket in America. Let's start with Twinkies. What the fuck is a Twinkie, bro? A lot of the foods in here that I'm going to be talking about are not real foods, and like if you eat them, you really need to look in the mirror and question yourself and ask, am I a fucking bot? Coffee sweeteners, banned in Europe. I mean, one simple look at the ingredients list will tell you everything that you need to know. You're basically drinking straight up industrial machine lubricant seed oils. American pork, another one. You ever hear of ractopamine? I bet there's a 0.1% chance that you have. It's an additive that makes pigs leaner without eating more food. It's known to cause cardiovascular issues. Ritz crackers have hydrogenated cottonseed oil in them. American salmon is also banned in other countries. This is what wild salmon should look like. It should look dark red, and farm salmon looks like this. Sprayed with chemicals and pesticides and fed absolute shit that goes right into your system.
What's y'all's longest relationship?
Never been in a relationship.
Oh, ouch. It's the worst. Now we know. Worst kisser, worse in bed.
Quote of the day, chatter. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to you 1 week ago. If you have not improved as a human being in the last 7 days, you need to seriously rethink everything you're doing.
Dude, I started a college fund for your daughter, man. Dog, swear to God. It's already got money in it. Every week, I try to put $10, $15 in it. You know, now I'm gonna be real as hell with you, dog. It would have had more money in it, but I fucked around and bought a PS3 and an Xbox. Come on, man. You know I gotta play my video games, man. Don't be like that, man. I remember back in the day, dog, I used to wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I used to call your cell phone like, oh, let me talk to my nigga and shit. And that motherfucker would just ring on me. It would just ring. There wouldn't be no voicemail or nothing. And cause I couldn't accept that you was gone, you know.
Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. Look, look. Tell me that ain't what it is. And then look at that.
Nobody who was more important in Congress to Trump's effort to overthrow the lawfully elected government of the United States than Jim Jordan.
Rachel, Trump called
for a recount of the votes. That's not overthrowing the government, and you know that. But you and the entire left-wing media keep saying that because Project Mockingbird still goes on, and whether you like it or not, all of you motherfuckers are part of it.
If you took cold showers every day for 2 weeks, this is how your body would transform. Day 1, your body would go into painful shock from the cold water. In response, your brain surges its happiness hormone dopamine, melting away anxiety, stress, and depression. Day 3, your metabolism would speed up, rapidly burning bad fats in your body. On day 7, your brain would begin to release noradrenaline, sending your focus and memory into hyperdrive. At day 10, you can say goodbye to illness as the daily cold water shock turns your immune system bulletproof. And finally, at day 14, your body would enter a self-cleaning state called autophagy. Damaged cells are eradicated to make way for powerful new stem cells. You'd be feeling like the best version of yourself. Follow for more daily health hacks.
One, two, three.
So you know how you walking up the stairs and you feel like something is walking behind you, or out of nowhere you feel a strange presence, but you can't see nothing? I think you're gonna want to see this.
Wait, say it again. Prove that you're
Watch this shit.
Why do you keep turning off the TV? Ooh. Hey, hon. Come here. Look. I don't think it's just down here. Look at that. This is the most active during the day that I've seen. There goes the Xbox 2. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm not looking at this. Oh, wow. Wait. I swear I can see.
I know.
Stop it. I'm not liking that. Hun? Let's go to dinner or something for a while. Time to go.
He talking about let's go to dinner or something for a while. Nah, fuck that. Let's move. Let's burn the house down. Let's have an exorcism. But nah, reality though, what I probably would have did was get some holy water, throw that shit in the goddamn water gun, and we finna spin on your ass. You think you just finna be screwing me? Nah, they get back a motherfucker. Let me know what would y'all have did in this situation in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Today is October 28th, 2023. My time right now is 12:36 p.m. Eastern Time, New York time. Okay, guys, I'm just letting you guys know that there is an unknown airplane flying over Gaza right now. And I don't know which country this belongs to, but they are flying over Gaza. So if anyone wants to go see, the plane is up right now. And there's a lot of action happening over in this direction if you go see the video online. I'll keep you guys updated.
Here is how your dog may be giving your whole family parasites.
And then he's got a coarse tongue, and he puts thousands of fluke eggs into that coarse tongue. And then he comes along and licks your hand. And he deposits those little tiny eggs in the cracks of your fingers of your hand, and you don't realize it. And during the day, you go like this because your nose is itchy, and you just suck down a bunch of fluke eggs off your doggy's rump. Now, that's just the bottom line here. No one is resistant to worms and parasites. And look at the 1800s. We go through the 1800s. What did the doctors do then? They dewormed you.
So this is where your salt comes from. If you use Himalayan pink salt like I do, then it most likely is coming from here. I'm at the Kerala salt mines in Pakistan. It's called Himalayan pink salt, but we're not actually at the Himalayas. So I think that's more of a marketing term, but regardless, they go Minecraft in this place and just blast it with TNT, so the salt blocks get into smaller pieces. Then those are processed by workers with a pickaxe or a handsaw or drills, and they place those into trucks, so they get sent off into different plants and factories where they then make the salt that we actually eat, or statues, or lamps, or even rock salts for horses. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
The primary indicator that you're dealing with parasites and you don't even know it. My name is Dr. Lake. I'm a functional medicine practitioner and the creator of the Active Life program, where I've helped hundreds of women get at the root cause of their hormonal imbalances and autoimmune conditions. The first thing to understand about parasites is that they stimulate Th2 immune cells, which actually create antibodies. The second thing they do is they actually suppress Th1 cells, which are a part of your innate immune system. So the number one indicator of parasites is actually an autoimmune condition. So things like MS, celiac disease, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's can all be linked back to parasite activity. The issue is, if you don't fix the problem and get at the root cause, you're likely to develop other autoimmune conditions down the road.
The guy says I'm fine. He actually means he's fine. Like, he could not be more fine.
What's going on, boss? What's going on?
I'm on the phone with the VA hotline.
Okay.
For suicide.
All right. Hey, well, I got you, man, all right? What branch you in?
Army.
Army? All right, hey, my name's Kyle. All right, we'll help you out, all right, bud? I'm here with you. I'm here with you, all right? I'm going to start an ambulance over here to us, okay? All right, bud? Hey, no, hey. If I send you, it's nothing on you, okay? State of Connecticut covers that. All right? Can we step out of the car, boss? Just so we can talk? 820. Here, come to the front of your truck, bud.
820.
Start an ambulance to 6-8 off-ramp eastbound. I'm with a vet who's on the suicide hotline. Hey. Sorry, man. Hey. You have anything on you?
No.
Okay, is it alright if I check in? Cool. Any deployments, bud?
One.
One? Okay, dude. It's a tough time for everyone in your position, alright? Relax, though. Hey, I'm here with you, okay? Here. Yeah.
Slavery was not invented by white people. It did not start in 1619 when the first slaves came to Jamestown. It existed before then. It did not start in 1492 when Columbus discovered the New World. In fact, when the intrepid explorer landed in the Bahamas, the native Taino tribe hoped that he would help them defeat their aggressive neighbors, the Caribs. The Caribs enslaved the Taino, and on occasion, served them for dinner.
Whoa.
Slavery existed in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East.
Yeah, we knew that.
The word slave actually comes from the Slavs of Eastern Europe.
Slavic.
Millions of them, all white by the way, were captured and enslaved by Muslims in the 9th century and later by the Ottoman Turks. Slavery existed when the Roman Empire controlled the Mediterranean and most of Europe from the 1st through the 5th centuries. Slavery existed when Alexander the Great conquered Persia in the 4th century BC. It was so common that Aristotle simply considered it natural. The slave master model was just how the world operated in the great philosopher's day. Slavery existed during the time of the ancient Egyptians 5,000 years ago. As far back as we can go in human history, we find slavery. Slaves were a major item of commerce. As much as a third of the population of the ancient world was enslaved.
That makes sense.
White people were the first to formally put an end to slavery.
You do know that?
In 1833, Britain was the first country in the history of the world to pass a Slavery Abolition Act. They were quickly followed by France, who in 1848 abolished slavery in her many colonies. Then, of course, came the 13th Amendment in the United States Constitution. After centuries of human slavery, white men led the world in putting an end to the abhorrent practice. That includes the 300,000 Union soldiers, overwhelmingly white, who died during the Civil War. Now, am I saying that this makes white people better than anyone else? Of course not. My purpose here is to simply tell the truth, and the truth is that human history is complicated. No one, regardless of skin color, stands guiltless. Yet today we are never told to consider the murderous Persian Empire or the cannibalism of indigenous tribes of North and South America or the heinous actions under the imperialistic Muslim, Chinese, Mongol, or Japanese empires, to name just a few. Instead, we're told that slavery is a white phenomenon. And like all persistent lies, this lie spawns a bunch of other lies. Africans were sold into slavery by other black Africans, and in many cases, sold for items as trivial as gin and mirrors.
Wow.
Whites didn't go into the interior and round up the natives. They waited on the coast for their black partners to bring them black bodies. The Stark waited on the coast for their black partners to bring them black bodies. If you think slavery is a relic of the past, you're wrong. There are some 700,000 slaves in Africa today.
What?
Now, that's the lowest estimate that I could find. Other sources say there are many more.
Makes sense. What?
For context, that's almost...
Hey, wait, Candace! Candace, stop doing this! Hold on, bro. Don't let me figure it out. Hold on, bro. Like, ain't, but you know, Africa's a huge continent. The maps make it look small. Yeah. Man. Yeah, the internet is saying that.
For context, that's almost twice as many slaves as were ever brought to the United States. Child soldiers, human trafficking, forced labor, these are the conditions that currently exist within the same sub-Saharan region where the transatlantic slave trade originated. In fact, slavery, by any traditional definition, is exclusively practiced today within non-white countries. But we hear almost nothing about that. Just like we hear nothing about how slavery was universal until good people in Europe and America ended it 2 centuries ago. Why? Because our so-called leaders, black and white, wouldn't profit from it. Black victimhood is nothing if not profitable. It elects politicians and funds racial grievance groups. And if black Americans began to view themselves as partners in the American dream, if we embraced the patriotic spirit that holds all men are created equal, that is our real heritage, then the race hustlers would soon be out of
Thursday, October 26th, 2023, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. So I want to just update you on the Middle East and obviously all this activity we're seeing with the Doomsday plane and the 2 nuclear war command and control planes up in the air today, and then these 2 bombers leaving Guam has a lot to do with what's going on in the Middle East. Guys, our nuclear forces are on high alert, okay? I personally believe we are at DEFCON 2. and I think we've been at DEFCON 2 for a while now. Now, I have a viewer who lives near Raven Rock, which is the alternate National Military Command Center. This is where our defense officials would go and our top generals during a nuclear war, and they would command our nuclear arsenal from Raven Rock. And so this viewer told me that the last 4 days they've seen unusual military activity in the area, okay? And a white colored plane flew over the area, which could have either been an E-4, a doomsday plane, or an E-6, a nuclear war command and control plane. So according to Politico, citing a Pentagon source, at least 19 American soldiers have been diagnosed with traumatic brain injury as a result of the pro-Iranian militia attacks on U.S. military bases in Iraq and Syria over the last 2 weeks. Okay, I personally believe that there's potentially hundreds of Americans that are being held hostage right now by Hamas in those tunnels underneath Gaza, and there's rumors floating around that the U.S. may pump in some kind of a gas into those tunnels to try to free the hostages. What kind of gas that is, I have no idea. Okay, the Washington Post is reporting that Biden is investigating the possibility of striking Iran's satellites in the Middle East, and that the Biden administration is concerned about attacks on American bases, and they may begin soon attacking the pro-Iranian groups in response. So this is pretty serious, guys, okay? The Iranian foreign minister warned the U.S. of an unimaginable response if its facilities are attacked. If the U.S. strikes Iran and its associated infrastructure, the response will be beyond all imagination. Okay, that's what the Iranian foreign minister said. Okay, that is crazy, guys. And the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps Deputy Commander-in-Chief Fadavi said, "We have technologies in the military field that no one knows about, and the Americans will know about them when we use them." So last night, the Israeli Defense Forces carried out some kind of significant ground operation in the Gaza Strip involving a number of armored vehicles with mounted infantry and tanks. This operation is claimed to have been much larger and penetrated deeper into Gaza than previous raids, with the goal being the destruction of forward positions used by Hamas and the strengthening of defenses near the border fence. And that's what you're looking at right here. This is thermal imagery provided by the Israeli Defense Forces showing them conducting this ground operation, okay, where they entered into Gaza with tanks. Okay, look at this, guys. Here's the border fence. You can see a bunch of tanks here. Okay, footage has been released showing the armored assault last night by the Israeli Defense Force involving a number of Merkava main battle tanks, Caterpillar D9 armored bulldozers, and Puma armored engineering vehicles. So our military is at the highest level of readiness. Our nuclear forces are...
What's going on TikTok? Flying over Acapulco, Mexico after the Cat 5 hurricane touchdown. Wow. Just... this is mind-blowing. Unbelievable. I hope everybody's safe and got the safety. Watch this video all the way to the end. Don't forget, smash the heart for support, leave a comment, drop a follow. Let's get this to the FYP. Y'all stay blessed, take care, peace out.
So I remember somebody was saying something along the lines of AI's getting too advanced. I'm like, nah, bro, you tripping. Until I seen this shit. This is a 5D movie theater. Speechless. A fucking 5D movie theater. See how realistic this? Yeah, this is the power of AI right now. Making shit look real realistic, ain't it? The first thing that came to my head was BB. Cold Blue. If you know what I'm talking about. Like I said, a lot of people know that AI is advanced. I need y'all to know how advanced it really is. And there's still things that the public don't know about on how advanced this shit is. Do y'all hear me? So we seeing little shit like that. That's only a glimpse, only a taste of what's really out here. Let me know what y'all think about the advancement of AI in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want some exclusive content.
Impeaching Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States, for high crimes and misdemeanors. Resolved that Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is impeached for high crimes and misdemeanors, and that the following articles of impeachment be exhibited to the United States Senate. Articles of impeachment exhibited by the House of Representatives of the United States of America in the name of itself and of the people of the United States of America against Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States, in maintenance and support of its impeachment against him for high crimes and misdemeanors. Article 1, abuse of power. The Constitution provides that the House of Representatives, quote, shall have the sole power of impeachment, end quote, and that the President of the United States, quote, shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors, end quote. In his conduct as President of the United States and in violation of his constitutional oath faithfully to execute the office of the President of the United States and to the best of his ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and in violation of his constitutional duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed, Joseph R. Biden Jr. has abused the powers of the office of the President of the United States. In fact, using the powers of his office, President Biden has knowingly presided over an executive branch that has continuously, overtly, and consistently violated federal immigration law by pursuing an aggressive open borders agenda, by purposefully and knowingly releasing more than 2 million illegal aliens into the interior of the United States without the intention or ability to ensure that they appear in immigration court to face asylum or deportation proceedings. President Biden has intentionally facilitated a complete and total invasion at the southern border. President Biden ended the migrant protection protocols to require aliens seeking asylum to remain in Mexico while being processed by the Department of Homeland Security. President Biden has closed Department of Homeland Security detention facilities and refused to cooperate with the state and local law enforcement officials in securing the border. He has allowed illegal aliens to enter the United States as asylum seekers, despite knowing they did not qualify for asylum. President Biden has pursued this open border agenda purposefully and willfully, circumventing every safeguard, check, and balance required by law, resulting in mass illegal immigration into the United States to the detriment of the American people. President Biden, with such conduct, has demonstrated a failure to uphold federal immigration law, violating his oath to the Constitution if allowed to remain in office, and has acted in a manner grossly incompatible with the rule of law and to the manifest injury of the people of the United States. Wherefore, President Biden, by such conduct, warrants impeachment and trial, removal from office, and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States.
The dumbest family in America.
A Caroline County, Virginia family found $1 million in the middle of the road. Emily Shantz tells CBS affiliate WTVR she and her family were out for a Saturday afternoon drive when they hit something. They thought it was trash, so they put it in the back of the truck. When they got home and looked, there were plastic bags inside filled with cash. So what would you do in this situation? Well, this family called authorities who believe the money belongs to the Postal Service meant to go to the bank. Major Scott Mosier tells WTVR he's proud of how the family represented the county with their honesty. Katie Johnston for WJZ.com.
3 things about people who get angry very easily. Number 1, they have a good and kind heart. Beneath that fiery exterior is a soul filled with compassion. They are often more sensitive to emotions, which means they feel both the highs and lows intensely. This sensitivity can sometimes manifest as a quick temper, but it's rooted in their deep care for the world around them. Their anger is often a protective shield, guarding a heart that feels too much. Number 2, they love truly and wholeheartedly, but most people take them for granted. Their love is both fierce and unwavering. However, because they invest so much emotion into their relationships, they can become frustrated when they feel undervalued or overlooked by those they care about. Number 3, but once they dislike you, just forget about it, because they'll do it with passion and ignore your entire existence. It's a protective mechanism to guard their heart from further hurt. They may create distance, but it's important to remember that this stems from a place of self-preservation rather than spite.
Hello, sir. It's pretty cool. We got the same nickname, Daddy. So, and then I went with the newer model. Obviously, you got the classic. Does it ride well? Because this one, it's got great curves. Yeah, this one's got a smooth ride on it. So to not get confused, I'm thinking you call him Dad, me Daddy. Just way we're not both reaching for the salt.
¿De dónde son? Ah. No, it's public. Yeah, I'm with media. Real America's Voice. Are you? Well, you then go inside. Then you got to go inside, man. Outside, I can film. Yes, I can, man. It's public. Where are you from? Okay. Who do you work for? Well, you don't have to. But when you're outside in public, what's that? I'm covering what's happening here at the hotel. So I'm just filming it for the news I work for. Do you guys work for an organization? Okay, no English. Thanks, man. Apparently this is the intake. They're bringing more in. We're at the Roosevelt Hotel. You've got all these scooters, some stolen, no license plate, all parked illegally on the street. This whole hotel, 400 plus rooms. It's coming down to show you the impact of what Biden's doing on our southern border. Biden's fashion on actually part of the same building as the Roosevelt Hotel. So you have all of these fancy, nice buildings. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Come here thinking that they're supposed to get something.
Yeah, for free. Well, you're working your ass off, and these guys come here and want it for free.
Right.
It's crazy. What do you think?
I can't talk.
Okay. Well, God bless you, sir. This guy's just working, doing his job out here, trying to make a living, and you got these guys coming here and stealing it. You heard it. He said, I can't talk, I can't say it, but you heard it. He said they're stealing all the bikes. They get it. They understand it. And right here, this guy's sweeping the streets, trying to make his living. Well, right here, we're inviting in invaders that we're paying. This guy's barely making it, and we're paying these guys to invade our country. That's the reality of what's happening here. Right here, they didn't want me filming that. they're distributing right now. They don't want that on camera, apparently. So we're down here. What do you make of this, Dion?
It's a mess. I mean, here they go. They're getting $400 a night per hotel room in there. $400 a night. Basically
rooms.
All you can eat, all you can clothing. People donate, and then you got the people that live all over the city that are donating clothes and bicycles and whatever they need, all the general necessities. So it pays to be poor in New York City. And then you got these motorcycles here, all these scooters that are illegally parked, every single one of them. They came in, in normal neighborhoods, the cops would just take these things away. But I don't know, it's a mess. It's destroying our city, just destroying our city. It's not making it. And this is kind of hidden over here in this neighborhood. The Row Hotel over in Midtown is in the theater district. So imagine this in the theater district, and that's where we'll go next.
Okay. Well, there you go, Democrats. Well done. Operations here? Is it federal or state operations? Yeah, I can. I can be on any sidewalk, bro. It's still America. I mean, if we're going to allow people to invade our country, I can stand on the sidewalk in America. So he says I can't be here. I can't be. Oh, that's even better. So won't let me in the building. Now he's trying to say I can't even stand in front of the building on the public sidewalk. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's what our country's turned into, guys. American citizen, can't do it. Legal alien, come on in.
Consistency, man. That's the name of the game, bro. If you keep going every single day and don't stop, your competition will fall off, bro. These niggas ain't cut like you, bro. They ain't ready for prime time. They ain't trying to really get right. They take days off, this day off, that day off. They lazy. I'm tired of it. No. Grind every day, one foot in front of the other, bro. And I promise you, I'm gonna be lapping these folks, bro. Give it a year. Watch what happens.
Sorry for the background noise, I'm at Pizza Hut. But, this can't be real. This ain't real. There's no way this is real. On a city bus. On a bus, my guy? In D.C. On a bus. A bus. Y'all believe this real? Piece of
You're telling me for 40 years I've been sticking my whole fist inside. I should have done this? Ain't no way. I got my pumpkin carved from the bottom, and now it's time to normally reach in and pull out all these guts. I don't like doing that. But I seen a video where you take a mixer and go inside and get all that loose, and then I'm just gonna take a spoon and see if I can scoop it out. So let's see how good this works. All right. Wow.